It's nice to work for a company that feels more like a partnership rather than we're just a customer. I'm Jasmine. I am the National Field Sales Manager here at Beavertown. I've been at Beavertown managing the whole of the UK sales team now for just over a year.
We used to callage plan through various Excel spreadsheets, and at one point or another I think we had up to 1,500 different stockists split across 6 different spreadsheets to try and map where our account managers would spend their time. We recognised the importance of having a journey planning tool, and that started, I suppose, a process for us to find the right tool for us. We ended up with Bowimi and started that relationship in 2022.
When I started the journey of Bowimi a year ago, one of the biggest things we had is we had a system that was great for capturing everything in regards to what was in outlet, what was pouring, what we were doing, who the contact was, but actually we didn't do much of the data from an output. So the input was fantastic. Since then, we've evolved to look at some kind of more reporting of how we actually use that information to make business decisions. From a account manager point of view, the benefits to them is the reduced planning time. So you've got everything in one place.
We used to give the team a dedicated admin day once a month to journey plan, which feels like a long time ago and a bit archaic. Now the guys are in the tool before they leave the house every morning, having an idea of where they're going to be, not only that day but for the weeks coming, because they can plan their journeys ahead of time. So it's freed up resource massively.
You're not looking across various spreadsheets or various different locations to understand who your point of contact's in, who's stocking what. It's kind of looking at a more holistic view, and it's allowed them to be a little bit more strategic when they are in an area that they don't know as well. The benefit to me is being able to keep on top of kind of what the account managers are doing. It's more evidence-based, so I can understand how many calls they've done a week, where we've been spending time. So if we're looking at pint prices, that's something we look at across the region. Scotland will be a very different pint price to somewhere like London, so we can then look at that from an average and understand how that affects the markets, whether that's driving rate of sale. And part of what we do, or we pride ourselves here at Beavertown, is being seen. And we've also got a point system which feeds into that. So it's about having the best visibility in outlets, and the team are targeted on growing their visibility per month. What feeds into that point system is the surveys from Bowimi. So when you go to an outlet, the account managers will fill in a survey which will have several questions, which will have things like, do they have branded glassware? Do they have Necol on the bar? What is their average pint price? So continuing to make sure we're doing activations, we're doing staff training, we're doing engagement, we've got the right POS and outlet. Do we do anything above and beyond? And the point system allows me to understand where we're tracking with that and if we're growing, and it also gives visibility to the account managers to know where they're tracking, so they know if they're on target for their KPIs for that quarter or not. When we get asked by marketing, we want to target 10 accounts across the UK, we can look in one data place, which is Bowimi, and filter by that to say, okay, we know we've got 100. How do we then filter them down to 10? So that's one element we use for marketing. And then the second element is, from the nationals point of view, we have a POS where we can go on there and we can tick which POS that national customer wants. And then when it gets to a certain amount of orders, which usually is a day or two, it gets extracted and that automatically gets sent to our provider. It's automated that process, which has cut down work hours again. I'm saving a lot of time from doing a lot of manual reporting from loads of different places. Having the dashboards and just being able to log on and get the latest view on where we are is massive from a time management point of view. And it probably has saved half a day a week across the team as a rule. And it'll definitely has made us more strategic. As soon as we've had an issue or we've had an idea or needed support with something, really, really supportive. We've had a couple of transitions, so we have a team champion within our team. So there's been a couple of different people throughout the year, which has obviously then put Ian on kind of bringing people up to speed again. So I've really appreciated that.
I would say on a personal level that the support Bowimi offer has been really solid. I feel like we've connected in a really nice way between the two businesses, and there's a real relationship there.
The value for money for the tool is fantastic. I think like what you pay in the support and the facilities you get, us coming with challenges and then continuing to be quite receptive of how we overcome them. That's credit to Bowimi, because I think there's a lot of companies that wouldn't. It's nice to work for a company that feels more like a partnership rather than we're just a customer. We are kind of growing and evolving together. That feels quite special.